I think inside of every one of us is a desire to help another person. I knew when I grew up that was an important part of why I chose to go into pharmacy. It was just an important part of who I am. So when the call came to me to come to work for Hope Worldwide, I was thrilled. It was a great blessing. And now to have the chance to help so many other people help the poor, that's a blessing too.
The Bible says that we participate in that divine nature, and I think that's one of the greatest honors and the greatest glories that we can really say about ourselves as humans, is that we have a piece of God in us.
When I serve people and I love them and I can hug them and spend time with them, it brings the gospel to life in ways that other things can't.
God has a way of multiplying the energy that we give, and you don't know where it's going to go, but when you give that energy out to other people, it makes a difference and it makes an impact.
Last summer, my wife and I had an opportunity to go to Guatemala Medical Brigade, and it was just an amazing experience to be able to see brothers and sisters from all over the world bring their talent and their skills and their education to be able to serve those. We've never seen help like that before. Just arriving there and seeing the multitude of children and people running towards the bus and screaming with excitement. You know you're doing the right thing.
So when we serve with each other, and we really get dirty, we get on our hands and knees and serve people, we can really show our lives and show Jesus to people.
My husband Mark and I were able to serve as country directors for Hope Worldwide Philippines. One of our beneficiaries, her name is Dory. She lives in this community and she has 5 kids. She saw the love of the disciples and just the kindness of what we give to them. Eventually, she decided to study the Bible and she became a disciple. She makes little money to feed her kids. Her husband keeps on coming and say, "Give me money." One day she refuses to give him money. The husband just threw a block of battery, and hit her head. She eventually died. And her husband, they cannot even find him anymore. And so that led the 5 kids to be orphaned.
Ecclesiastes tells us that it's good to be in a house of mourning. It's good because it softens our heart. But getting out there with the poor helps you see that fresh and new and at a visceral level.
By faith, we rented an apartment, housed these children. And that started the Center of Hope in Binyan, that we were able to house 50 kids.
It's very humbling to realize that so many of you have chosen to also serve the poor. It's an amazing thing that we do together. We get a chance to reach out and touch another person and make their life better.
It excites me to see the unity of the congregations to come together and serve the poor. Just this past year, we had 9,000 volunteers serve with Hope Worldwide for the MLK Day of Service.
Hope is alive, hope is active, hope is everywhere, hope is waiting for all of us to help. They just need people who can see the benefit. And I think the only way to really see the benefit is to go after it.
When we serve the poor, we're sowing seeds of compassion in our own heart. And when that seed is in there, God makes it grow. When the seed lands on good soil, the Bible tells us it grows 30, 60, and 100 times. And when you serve the poor, God is using that moment to make you more in the image of Christ.
Hope Youth Corps is a big reason, not only why some of their participants become disciples after they serve with the program, but it also truly plants a seed in volunteers that grows to become something bigger, and it becomes a desire to serve God for the rest of their lives.
One thing I know is that when Jesus was on this earth, He spent a lot of His time helping other people. There's a reason for that, and I think as we work together, we're going to find the reason why God included this compassionate ministry for the poor in His plan for His church.